Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of DIPSTICK'S Car Reviews, a show about the everyday consumer car and my unprofessional opinion on them. Today we're going to be checking out the 2016 BMW X3, so stay tuned. So like I said earlier, this is the 2016 BMW X3 and it comes in 4 different trim levels. And I'm going to try my best not to botch this up, okay? So starting at the bottom and working our way to the top, you get the Xdrive28i, you get the Xdrive28i, you get the Xdrive28D, and you get the Xdrive35i. Nailed it. Okay, so here's the main differences in the trim levels, and it's up here for your preference to not confuse the heck out of you because it confuses the heck out of me, and I'm going to try and get this right. So, starting off with the Xdrive28i. That has the turboed 2-liter 4-cylinder in it, but it's only 2-wheel drive. Moving on to the Xdrive28i, same engine, but it's all-wheel drive, which is the X. Moving on to the Xdrive28D, which is this one, that is the diesel or turbo diesel, and it's all-wheel drive as well. Yes, it's also all-wheel drive. Okay, moving on to the Xdrive35i. That's the 6-cylinder that is also all-wheel drive. Kind of messed it up in the middle, but I think I saved it. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so starting up here at the front of the X3 Xdrive28D, you can see you get the signature BMW kidney grille right here. You get LED headlamps, fog lights, and right here on most of the models, I'm pretty sure this one has it, but I honestly can't find the button to turn it on. This little thing right here is a headlamp washer, so it washes all the bugs off the headlamps. Pretty cool little feature there. And then right here is a camera for parking assist and a 360-degree camera in the vehicle that we'll go over a little later. Okay, so just like at the front of this thing, there is a lot going on the side as well. For instance, the Xdrive comes in 19-inch wheels. S-Drive, I think, is 18-inch wheels. Also, it is equipped with keyless entry, so if the car is locked, blah, 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 put your hand in the door, open it up, good to go. And moving on to the mirrors right here, there's a lot going on with these mirrors, okay? For instance, they got turn signals right here, and on the inside, there's little warning indicators that do your blind spot. So if there's anybody in your blind spot, you want to change lane, the little thing will light up and say, no, don't do it! Okay? Moving on, in the mirrors as well, if you throw it into reverse, the mirrors actually tilt down so you can see the lines in your parking spaces or your wheels so you don't curb anything. Little safety feature there. And they also fold in. They're power fold in, push the button, they close in, so if you're getting into tight spaces, I guess, I mean, they're not very far out, but anyway. And one more added feature, you get a roof rack for recreational use like snowboarding, canoeing, mountain biking, whatever your fancy is. And it doesn't end there, people. Moving on to the back of this thing, you get reverse sensors, a backup camera, a rear window wiper, and la resistance. Auto opening trunk. Close that. Closes too, what? Yeah. So back in 2016, off the lot, MSRP for this trim level, $43,000. But now, depending on where you get it and how many miles it's got on it, it's going to be around $33,000. So it's dropped 10 grand in the last 2 years, which isn't that bad, but we'll see what happens from here. Oh, that sun's killer. If I do that, oh wow, I can't see now. Ow. Oh God. Oh, that was a bad idea. All right, everybody, you know what time it is. Let's take it to the interior. Okay, so moving into the X3, they come in a variety of colors and flavors. As you can see, this one is definitely purple. Yes. Both seats are electric. It is a push button start up here. Ba-ba-da bing somewhere, yeah. Okay, the steering wheel has cruise control, volume controls, and Bluetooth controls. And moving on to the door, all 4 windows are automatic, and so are the locks. Okay, so moving into the back seat, as you can see, I get tons of leg and headroom. I mean, why wouldn't I? It's an SUV, right? Moving up here, you get a personal climate control. Yay! Moving up here, you get a fold-out armrest and cup holder. Yay! And then the seats themselves are a 3-way split for added storage, so you can fold either one of them down. And it's pretty easy. Just push the button and fold it down for added storage. And moving into the trunk, there's no slack of added features back here either. Like moving down here, these are movable eyelets for tie downs for your dog or whatever. And they also come out sometimes. There we go. There's added storage underneath here for miscellaneous things. And there's also this little divider up here that you can pull back and hook up so you don't have to see all the crap that you have in your trunk. All right, let's get a move on. Okay, so first approach getting into this vehicle. As you can see, and as you can tell from earlier, it's very spacious and roomy in here. The seats aren't too bad. They're relatively comfortable. I mean, I appreciate them. But moving on, this car has a boatload of added features and components in it, and that's mostly what I'm going to be talking about today. Okay, so starting off, I mean, you get everything you need for nowadays: backup camera, cruise control, climate control, list goes on, you know, adjustable seats, telescopic and moving steering wheel. You can stay cozy and comfortable in this car all dang day long, okay? There's no issue there. So moving on to the features though, let's start off with my favorite one, okay? Is this little button right here that enables the intelligent safety feature of BMW. And basically what that does, you push the button, the little circle turns green to tell you that it's on, and then all these safety features turn on the car, like the outside cameras and all that fun stuff. And then what happens up here on your tach, you get 2 little orange lines that represent the lines on the road. And then, so see, if you're getting too close to one of the lines, what'll happen is the steering wheel will start to shake, telling you to get the frick back on the road, you drunk. Next time, take an Uber. The intelligent safety also has a feature that stops the vehicle if it senses anything stopped, like a person or a vehicle on the road. So you'll come to a complete stop and hopefully you won't hit it. But the thing is, it didn't say anything about animals. So watch out for deer. Okay. Moving on down here to the center console, you can't see right now, but it's the BMW's iDrive Infotainment system. Holy damn, okay? And basically that's your command center for all your stuff in the vehicle. You know, radio, satellite navigation, satellite radio, your cameras, your safety features, and so on. And if you have the time of day, you can really get lost in this thing, figuring out all the stuff that this car does. And what, like, for instance, you can go in there and adjust your backup camera, so if you can turn on the added guidelines or the little, like, it'll tell you where stuff is, or you can change it to the 360-degree camera view, all that fun stuff. But what I like the most on this thing is on the top of it here, on some of the models, and this one's the top iDrive Infotainment system, top of the line this one is. And on the top here, you can draw stuff to kind of help you guide yourself through the infotainment system. So say you're in satellite navigation and you want to go to a place. So you go up in here and you go to like menu, and then you go to navigation, yeah, and then you go to like street address or something like that, right? So you go, let's see, map, okay, sure, we're gonna go back. See, I'm already getting lost in this thing, God. Last destination, enter address. Woo, there we go. Okay, then you go to like street, and then you can use the top of this thing and draw like listen, watch, I'm gonna do an 8. Hey, let's do B. It didn't take B. How about 7?
7.
Ooh, it took 7. How about a penis? Make a U-turn! Everybody get out of the way! Me make 4-lane change, no blinker. Me go now. Good rock everybody! Let's talk about the ride for a minute. So the suspension in this thing is alright. It's a little stiff for an SUV, but I kinda don't mind that. I don't like a car that has too soft of a suspension, because you get that body roll when you're cornering. And this car has little to no body roll, and I quite enjoy that. Another thing, this car has 3 different driving modes or driving options. There's comfort, there's econ, and there's sport mode. And if you throw it into sport, yes, it'll stiffen up the suspension a little bit and it'll throw your RPMs up and give you like a little more snappy throttle. Comfort mode, yeah, it'll soften things up again. You just get to cruise and relax. And then you throw it into econ mode and you save fuel, keeps your RPMs down, and if you're boring and dreary and just don't like to go places. But I like it in sport mode, so we're gonna keep it there. Also, moving on down here to the gear select and all the buttons down here, that's another nightmare as well. You can get really lost at all the things this thing can do. So like the gear select lever, it's an electronic gear select, and yeah, it's got the park button on top. So if you want to put it in park, you just tap that button. It's got reverse, neutral, and drive. You know, you got to hit the button on the side, unlock it, and select your gear by pushing the selector forward or backward. And it's also got your gear select. So if you take it and you slap it to the left, you get to choose between your gears, which is a little sporty feature that I kind of enjoy. And then moving on to the buttons around the gear select, there's a freaking million of those too. I'm actually gonna stop so I can go over these with you guys, okay? So time out, hold on. Okay, so we're stopped. So these buttons down here, you get plenty of different buttons. I know you can't see them, but I'll try. Let's do that. Okay, cool. You can see them, but you can't see me anymore, okay? So traction control, relatively simple, self-explanatory. Push the button, turns traction control off, and you can get sideways. Your sport and comfort and driving mode select is right here. And then you get these buttons down here, okay? So this top button right here, I'm not really sure what it's called, but if you're going downhill, you push that button and it will kind of keep you from accelerating unwantedly down the hill. So it'll kind of apply the brakes and the engine brake to keep you from accelerating unwantedly. Right here, this little camera button, that is your 360-degree camera and your parking assist pretty much. Oh no, that's just your camera. Sorry, that's just your camera. That's your parking assist right there. You hit that button, turns your parking assist on, helps you out with, you know, parallel parking or not running into anything, all that good stuff. Okay, over here is your electronic parking brake. You pull it up, puts the parking brake on, push it down or pull it up. I don't know, it turns it on and off. And then right under that, this is the cool one I like, turn off. You put Auto H. Now this is kind of for when you get into heavy traffic. Let's say you're like in LA or whatnot and you're stop and go all day long. So if that's on, and if you come to a complete stop, you can take your foot completely off the brake and you will not go anywhere. It will still apply the brakes. So you don't have to constantly have your foot on the brake. But don't forget, if you have that off, to let off the brake because you'll hit the person in front of you. So make sure you get that under control. But that's about it down there. Pretty cool. A lot of cool added features, a lot of stuff going on in this car. And like I said earlier, yeah, it's really easy to get lost in everything this car can do. So, yeah, moving on. All right, it is time to learn about the stats of the 2016 X3 Xdrive28D. So I'll send you over to Chris's Corner. Hello everyone, welcome back to Chris's Corner. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? I'm doing good, bro. I saw that news segment you did the other day. That Hennessy looks badass. Oh, heck yeah, that thing is lethal. Wasn't too impressed with that Supra, though. I don't know about that. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see on the Supra and how it does. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to get started over here. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't want to talk. I mean, whatever. Cool. Just do your thing. All right, let's begin. 2016 BMW X3 Xdrive28D has a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbo diesel which produces 180 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque. It'll do 0 to 60 in 9 seconds and has a top speed of 125 miles an hour. Weighing in at 4,230 pounds, has a fuel economy of 27 city, 34 highway. Back to you, Chris. Thanks, Chris. Oh, so now you don't want to talk? Well, no, I mean, you're kind of rude. You just kind of cut me off and wanted to go do your thing. Well, the viewers want to learn about the car. I get that the people want to learn about the car, but I mean, like, I don't get to talk to you that often. Dude, you're acting weird. Are you tired or hungry or something? Because, damn. You know what? You're right. I think I need a Snickers or something. So this is the 28D. I'm sorry. This is the X3 Xdrive28D. And the D is for the diesel, so this has the 4-cylinder turbo diesel in it, and it's making more torque than it does horsepower, and you can feel that. So like when you're coming out of a stop or when you're going up a hill. And I think that's pretty nice, you know, like being that it's a bigger car and it's a little heavier, you need that acceleration, you know? And I enjoy the diesel in this car. I think they did a good job in it. I don't know how long it's gonna last or what the ratings are on it, but for now, it's only 2 years old. I like it. I'm having a hard time like keep it on the road because I'm trying to learn everything in this car, like the touch thing, all these buttons over here. I guarantee I missed like 10 things in this car. Oh, the roof. Okay, let's do the roof. So this thing's got a huge moon and sunroof in it, right? And you push the button up here and then it goes away and it goes all the way back. Yeah, right, so that's cool. So Christmas came early this year. Bass Pro Shop sent me a package that wasn't mine. Had my name on it, so it's not illegal to open it. Had my name on it, was addressed to me, but I didn't order no Barbie. So even though this car is decked out, you can still get packages to put into it. So like for instance, you can get like a cold weather package. And the cold weather package puts a heated steering wheel and heated back seats, and it just keeps you nice and warm and cozy. And that's just one of the packages you can get put into this car that already has a ton of added features. So the BMW X3 Xdrive28D has a plethora of added features and components in it. It's relatively expensive, but overall, I think it's a fantastic SUV and it's pretty dang fun to drive. So again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. So like I said, this is the diesel turboed 2-cylinder, 4-cylinder. Was doing so good. Oh my God, that sun is killer, dude. Ah! Can't think. As you can see here, you have the, yeah, okay, hold on, that's why I got notes, people. This is why I do notes. You can see that you get the BMW signature kidney grille. That right up. Hello. Not modes, but you can get different packages. You can get different packages. Okay, so starting up with the, this is the Xdrive LED Corona ring design headlight. Oh, those aren't the ring designs. That sucks. Backup camera, a wheel, So again, thank you for flying DIPSTICK'S car reviews. I hope you enjoyed your stay and that you join us next time. The exits are here, here, and back there. Goodbye.